I hope you tuned in and watched the video that I shared or looked at the quote about preparation, and you're thinking about this week and what you're going to eat and how you're going to exercise and stuff like that. Hey, Nisi. Hopefully you've been thinking about preparation and how you want to place that as a priority for this week. Thinking about the groceries you're going to be buying, the meals you're eating, if you're going to be exercising. Early morning exercise or evening, do you have your alarm set? If you're going to try to do early exercise, are you going to bed early so you can be ready to get up in the morning? Stuff like that, preparation. But I wanted to go ahead and just do this live and take a chance on everything going well with this video and talk about the next factor, which is restraint. And the quote that I shared this morning about restraint says, restraint or the lack thereof will make you or break you. How well we do with restraint, like saying no, boundaries, saying no, I'm not going to eat that, saying no, I'm not going to buy that or keep this thing in my house. I'm not going to sleep when I should be getting active and walking and doing stuff. Saying no to buying something that I can't afford, restraint. Think about times in the past where you've decided not to exercise restraint and you did something and then you just regretted it. Could have been spending money, could have been wasting time, eating badly, walking in laziness and not exercising and being active or whatever. But the restraint or the lack thereof can make you or break you. So when we exercise restraint and we're like building up that muscle and being able to say no to the stuff we don't need to be doing or buying or thinking about, and saying yes to the things that we need to be doing, then it's going to attribute to that success. So if you're watching, I'm going to call you out and ask you, I'm not going to say your name, but write it down in your journal or put a comment in this video. What are some things that you usually have an issue with exercising restraint? One of my biggest things has been, off and on, it's been a lot better now, has been chocolate chip cookies. I used to bake chocolate chip cookies all the time when I was little. That was my thing. I didn't cook any meals, but I could bake some homemade chocolate chip cookies from scratch. And when I stopped baking them, I would just go and buy them, especially like those hot ones from McDonald's. No restraint whatsoever. But think about that as restraint, as one of these 30 factors of a healthy life, and think about how you can improve in that area of restraint. It can make you or break you. It's like a superpower. And when we get that down and we can really exercise it, we make a huge impact, not only on our lives, but on the lives of other people who are watching us or the people who, are part of our legacy. So think about restraint and place a comment here if you're watching this, or send me a message if you don't want to put it out here in the group. But everybody here is really along the same mindset of wanting to do better, wanting to be healthier, wanting to achieve some health goals. So put it here in the comments. We're approaching September 1st. But I'm going to ask everyone who is watching this video to commit, like for real commit, to go for some very, very specific, reasonable goals. So when you write down your goals and when you tell your friend your goals, speaking of which, invite your friends to this group. But when you write down your goals and you think about your goals, write down something very, very specific. So if it is that you want to cut your carbs, don't just say, I want to eat less carbs. I want to eat less sugar. You're going to be more successful if you quantify it and you say, I want to limit myself to 2 desserts a week. I want to read 1 chapter of a book every day. I want to finish the book of Proverbs, whatever that is, be very, very specific. I want to lose an inch around my waist. I want to adopt a vegetarian lifestyle, and I will only eat according to that lifestyle for the entire month of September. Write that down in your journal. One thing I started doing is using these little calendar sheets, and in there it has not only your month calendar, but it has some calendars by quarter. So I'll set like these 90-day goals, and then I can track in there how I did in that first month of the 90-day goals, the second month, and the third month. And it is powerful to track throughout that month and that second month and that third month, and then look back and be very honest about how you did and what your progress is, and not beat yourself down about it, but it really just tells on yourself, and it helps you see what are the areas where I need to shore up. Is it in the area of restraint? Is it in the area of preparation? So I want to ask you guys to think about that. I'm going to be posting some information that kind of gives some tips about some different ways of eating. I do off and on, I will commit to, say a week of keto meals. So very, very low carbs and lots of vegetables and lots of very, very healthy fats. So I'll be placing some information here in the group about keto. If you are adopting a certain way of eating, please let me know, and I'd love to hear you share some stuff that you're doing. What are you doing for exercise? Please share some things that some people in the group can adopt or learn from, or just cheer you on for what you're doing. I've already seen some people either in Messenger or in the group share their steps for the day. That's another good quantifiable goal, 10,000 steps a day for a whole 30 days or whatever that is. But I want to challenge you. You're only going to get out of it what you put into it. You're only going to get out of it what you put into it. Let me say 75% of the people who are in this group, that's my goal, 75% of you to be able to say at the end of this challenge that you were able to achieve at least one of your goals. So that's all I have for today. And I'm going to be posting some information, and I hope you guys join me on the journey. Mark your calendars for Tuesday morning, Thursday morning, and Saturday morning. Go to bed early. Set your reminder, your alarm, whatever you got to do. Join me for a virtual strength workout. If you want to join, I encourage you, if you can, to have a mat, your bottle of water, maybe some hand weights, because when I do squats, I like to do those with some weights. If you have ankle weights, do that. If you don't have any of that, just bring yourself, but make sure you have your water. And then we'll just go. I'm sorry, y'all. I think I'm done. I think my phone is trying to tell me you're done. You've been talking too long. So, bye.